And here we are again. And unfortunately this week we are down a person. Derek may not be joining us for a couple of sessions. He just started a new job and his hours are iffy with our recording schedule. So we'll see what happens with that. But so we don't have Derek this week, but we have picked up some patrons. So I'm gonna just list off the two that we have at the moment, and you're each gonna get a special thank you. So first we have Terry Weathers. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry, for your gracious donation to the cause.
Thank you, Terry.
What?
And then we have David. Thank you, David.
Thanks, David. We don't know your last name, but you're great in our hearts.
Thank you, David.
What?
Thank you, David.
Hey, David, how's it going?
This is the saddest group ever.
What do you want to do? Do you want me to go?
I figured you guys would just go. Everyone at once would
That's
go.
what I was trying for.
Thank you.
Wait, you complain when we talk all at once, and then you look at
But this is one of those things where you can.
We're just gonna all sound like a big brrr, aren't we?
That's so loud.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool until you try and listen to it.
Yeah, so you're re-listening to it later.
Listen, I'm just the paid actor, okay?
When I'm listening to it later.
Turn it down. I don't have a volume on this one, unfortunately.
You were getting
Bill
paid.
right in.
Yep. Alright. So.
This week, we are continuing Tales from the Loop, and as always,
What? Continuing Tales from the Loop. Thank you for joining our third session where we're continuing Tales from the Loop. Should we got looped
that
back?
character sheet out, Sean.
I'm sorry, I was having a flashback. Hang on. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Rise of the Rune Lords, Season 2.
Derek's character's home situation got really bad in between sessions.
Alright. So this week we are starting up Scum and Villainy. You listened last week, which I hope you did. We made our characters, and so we are down a character, unfortunately, but we still have plenty of a crew to do some kind of daring score that may progress their goals of taking down this galactic government that I have trouble pronouncing.
Hegemony.
I'm still on the hegemony gang train.
I was just thinking about the rock lobster bit from a few weeks ago.
So we're all seeking to take down the galactic alimony.
Space divorce sucks ass, let me tell you.
Oh, man. Take half of all your...
Imagine normal divorce, but with lasers.
That sounds awesome.
She took half my asteroid.
I wish we
As
had...
a child of divorce, that sounds awesome.
Depends on who has the lasers, I guess.
The child.
The child. Pick your mom or dad. Pachoo.
Now I get double
Gotta
birthday
cut all
presents, or you get split in fucking half.
Again, I guess.
I'm going to cut all that.
That was great, though.
Yeah. Cut some of that. I'll chop a little bit of that up.
Same way the laser chopped one of our parents off, so...
Hey-o.
So do you guys... Let's go around the table and reintroduce our characters real quick. Tom.
Razor.
Razor is your name. What was your alias? Lightning. Razor, a.k.a. Lightning. And you are a pilot.
Yep.
Alright. Andy.
Hibiki Hawking, a.k.a. Starwing.
A.k.a. Starwing. And you are the mechanic. Seabass.
Emi Kalepa, also known as Albatross, your resident mystic.
Chris.
Don't laugh.
Reactive Adami. Or also known as Arachnid.
God bless.
And you are a... What's your archetype? What's your playbook? Muscle?
My playbook is muscle.
And you're the only Xeno. You're a alien race who has 4 arms.
Yep. I have 4 arms, segmented eyes.
Yep.
Anything else you have 4 of?
What do you like to know?
And this
Rude to ask somebody
maybe,
that.
maybe buy me a drink and we could talk about it.
And this is my 4-assed monkey. Damn, it only has 1 ass. I must kill it. Oh, that's what happens when you smoke too much pot. So I had to come up with a good way to get this going. So you guys are in your ship flying. Let's just picture your ship from the outside right now. Backdrop of space. Blue burner coming out the back. You're approaching a planet known as Aleph in the Rin system.
How can I see the book?
You don't have to whisper.
Aleph is the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet.
Thank you.
Things no one asked by Andy.
That better be in a second.
Oh, now I'm going to do it all the time.
I'm gonna turn that into a sound drop. I'm gonna hit a button.
What planet did you say it was again?
Aleph.
Okay.
It's in the Rin system.
That's the first one in here.
And it's a very cloudy atmosphere, but you're approaching it, and as it comes into view, a station orbiting it also comes into view. You fly in. You give your clearance.
That's no moon.
Yep. We have our clearance.
You approach the station. You give your clearance. You land and you dock. As the doors open, your ears are assaulted by the loud thumping of trendy nightclub music. Just space dubstep.
Well, this is something I was used to in the past.
And then pew, pew,
As you
pew to
are
make
in...
space.
Some jizz. Space jazz. Remember?
You are in the popular club known as the Stray Light. A meeting has been set up between yourself and a representative of Wreckers for a possible job. And you had decided to hear them out. You make your way through the nightclub. There's Xeno of all sorts. Andy's over here doing the hustle. I don't know what that I don't know what that dance was actually. And sitting in front of you is a man that you were told his name would be Bobby O.
Could it be Daddy-O?
I was hoping for
Bobby O.
I was waiting for Bobby H.
Just missed him. He's a noted hacker. Just so you all know. So you all sit down, and he's sitting there. He's got...
I order a drink.
A back knife.
He's got this mohawk of hair. He's wearing just like a flight suit with patches all over it. Some most likely have some various meaning to him. And he has some form of thing on the something on his wrist that you guys don't recognize. He looks to you all. Drinks while we do business?
I would definitely indulge on that with you.
He waves a bartender over. Bartender sends over a waitress. Takes all your drink orders, leaves. And Bobbio turns back to you and says, now, while we waiting for those drinks... Bobbio says to you guys, now, while we waiting for those drinks, I gotta tell you something. It's not... Let me just slide into 3 different accents there.
You'll find one that sticks.
I'll find one that sticks. Let me just tell you guys something.
That actually sounds rad. This pilot guy.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind that all the way back. So they got this badass looking guy as soon as he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell you guys something. You get the drinks.
It's great. It's great.
Bobbio has this weird high-pitched sound. Sounds like a weasel, but he looks like a badass. So I gotta tell you guys something. This is a real dangerous job. But I wouldn't come to you if I didn't think you guys could do it. Lady brings the drinks over and he sits back, smiles to her. She walks away. He leans back in. Now what I was saying!
Worried about us spiking the mic.
I don't think it's coming close.
Now what I was saying... No, I'm not even coming close. Now what I was saying...
You're gonna spike your voice.
It's like hitting A on the NPC, but then hitting B immediately, so we keep hearing the first fucking line every time.
So what I was saying... Now... Wow. I need a drink.
Yep.
He says that literally in a normal voice.
Get the drink.
I need a drink.
Now, what I was saying.
Like, oh shit!
Now what I was saying... Now what I was saying... Is that... This character's played by Gilbert Gottfried, most likely, if this were a live-action thing. I could picture Gilbert Gottfried.
In the world's worst short-term memory.
Oh, this is dumb.
What the fuck was he saying?
Yeah, okay, give me a second. Jesus. I know, I need to compose myself.
Yes.
There's this guild ship, see? And they're gonna be bringing supplies there's like a convoy. We got this information through hacking into one of these computers that we found. It had all these trade routes, and one of them's gonna be really soon coming through the Rin Holt gate. It's coming over here to Warren. Right now, we're swinging right between them. You picking up what I'm putting down?
What would you like us to steal from it?
You can take whatever you want. We just want to trigger some kind of maybe ship explosion. You know how valuable the ship wreckage is?
There, right?
I want to ask him if he wants an order of reverse helium.
That would be nitrogen.
Oh, nitrogen really does the opposite.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Sometimes I suck down some nitrogen to sound like a manly man.
You should do that.
So all you want us to do is to just destroy the ship. There's nothing of value you want us to get from it. There is no information you want us to procure from any of their databases. You just want utter destruction.
Well, yeah, they're the wreckers. They pick apart the wreckage.
They're
Alright,
wreckers.
fair
They
fair
wreck
enough.
things.
Some
Fair enough.
valuable ship parts will just be floating around after it's maybe split in half, or maybe the cargo hold explodes and sends the engine flying one way and the cockpit flying the other.
Are you
know?
providing us with the payload, or are we tasked
that's our
with...
job.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
They're hiring us.
I'm
for
providing
something.
you with the information and the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I've only been with the crew for about like a month or two, okay? I don't know.
Otherwise,
all the
we
ins
would
and
just
outs.
send our own guys out there to just instigate another pirate attack.
Yeah.
Tell the escort that they were gonna screw them over when they got back. Maybe the escort turns on them. See, they got an escort. They're cult of the Seekers. See, it makes me the cult of the Seekers. They're always seeking. You know what they're seeking?
Destruction.
No.
Okay.
They're seeking those artifacts.
The artifacts, correct?
Yeah, you know the ones.
So you're saying there might be some on the ship?
I'm saying if the Seekers are there,
All right. Well, I'm definitely interested
something's
in this,
either
and
being sought or it was found.
I am
So,
definitely
wait.
very interested in this. I apologize.
We do this for you.
I said I wanted a serious game, damn it.
I'm trying to be serious here. I'm like you.
But I've lost it. I've lost it at this point.
We do this for you, and our debt is paid.
You always reprimand us, and then you're the.
I mean, you do this for us. We got a working relationship. Maybe we get another job.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that our debt for the cannon is
Oh,
paid in full.
debt for the cannon. The debt for the cannon.
Like, we can't really say no, but I'm just
He's giving you that steely eye.
It sounds like he forgot why you're
putting it out there that this will square us away on that front.
Some valuable.
I mean, that was a valuable cannon. That was highly illegal.
And these are some valuable.
Listen,
ship
we blow the
parts.
ship up, and you just sweep everything under the rug. All right.
And
I mean, that's what I'm asking. I'm just
Seriously?
telling you where it is and saying if this were to happen, we'd be there to sweep up under the rug.
Got it.
And that there is possibly some valuable stuff.
Yes, you have said valuable so many times. Your voice is very grating on my ears.
You need to stop talking now.
I'm not wrong.
She didn't mean that.
I mean, we could forget. I mean, okay, we gave you the cannon. Maybe we need to use the cannon.
Yeah.
I
we
mean-
could use the cannon. We could sneak in there and blow it up through other means. Like, it doesn't matter. Maybe an accident happens to
I
that
do
ship.
need to tell you that those guild guys, they got one of those honor codes or whatever bullshit those honor codes are, where if there's a down ship, they have to pick them up. The escorts may not do shit, but the guild, they gotta pick you up if you're floating around or have a distress signal, as long as you're not wanted.
Yeah.
If you want it, they'll just blow you out of the sky.
I do not.
Pick up your transponder, pick up whatever reward.
Your group isn't wanted yet, right?
Right.
Okay.
We'd have no reason to be wanted just yet.
Good to know. Good to know.
That's why I came to you guys. You
All
knew
Do you two have any input? It just seems to be the both of us speaking. And
no one wants you except I want you.
We're not the entirety of
Don't
the
get me wrong, Bobby O wants you.
That's very reassuring, Bobby.
So yeah, we're gonna. I'd say that we move ahead with this, get paid, maybe cause a little bit of destruction, maybe steal some shit.
I definitely think we should. Yes, definitely procure anything on the ship before we destroy it. If there are artifacts on there,
Well, there are artifacts on the escort ship.
the escort ship. Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, you guys can
Hard to
approach
say.
this however you want.
Yeah, I mean we have.
We're
a few
gonna
ways to
throw you a little bit of running costs ahead of you, just couple of cred just to get you rolling, just so you can get
All right.
on your move. But what you do from there, Bobby O don't know about.
Yeah, and you don't need to. Got it.
Just here, and he rolls. Just push the button on that. Then it's a little silver sphere with a button. Just throw that out. Your airlock. Push the button. Throw it out the airlock. When there's something to clean up.
Sure thing.
You do this, the records are on your side.
All right. Sounds like a
And
good
Bobby O on your side.
got some coffee.
We
on your
got a
carpet?
deal?
plan. Yeah, I'd say that we got a deal.
We're gonna do 4 more rounds of drinks. We got a deal over here.
I want to make it clear I have not been drinking.
There's he's just piling up glasses in front of him. Why aren't you drinking?
Listen,
Never
Bobby,
drink before a job.
when it comes to drinking, you should savor what you have in your glass.
You could order water.
I mean, here's all the
Never drink
information
before a job.
that I could hack out of that. And he hands you and he hands you like a little data pad you can plug into your ship.
So we got 2 credit for the party pack, correct?
And
we should note that.
We have.
He gave us 2 cred, so we
2
should...
to the fire trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not none of our personal. We don't start with any cred personal, correct?
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I got a street cred.
So you guys drink with him for a bit.
I enjoy
There we are.
2 drinks and I'm finished.
And he gets
No,
up.
you gotta take 9 shots of back nines, all with down in one go.
No.
He gets up, and he leaves, and he kind of makes his way through. He's a kind of a shorter guy. You lose him in the crowd pretty quick, leaving you guys at the table with the information.
Something
And that
about
gives
him-
you the time that it's going to be there, the coordinates, and the track it's taking is the information that's in there. So now from here, you guys need to decide on your plan. And we jump right into the action at that point of your approach of your plan.
So, as
What-
it stands,
Are there on your sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's on our sheet?
The plans.
Oh, okay.
They're at the bottom.
so the plans we have to pick from would be assault, deception, infiltration, mystic, social, or transport.
Do you just think we go with an all-out attack, or do you think we should infiltrate? I think we should infiltrate first to see if we can
I'd
find anything.
say deception.
Okay.
We pretend to be broke down.
Oh.
Send them,
They have to help
Yep.
us.
Okay.
He literally gave us that info.
and we do have that fake transponder.
Listen, I
which would
tuned
also
him
just
out. His voice was atrocious.
I mean, just because people are like
Annoying
rating doesn't mean you
can't-
can tell them that.
Yeah, just because people are annoying doesn't mean that, like, I should say that to your face.
My apologies. I will be more polite with the next job giver.
Something
Yes,
about
clients
his voice did tell
just-
me he was short, though.
Oh, yeah. That's
Something.
fair.
I don't know what it was.
Alright, so I would lean toward, personally, I think we've got the muscle power to do an assault. I think we could just go in there, bang it out, and leave. We can be deceptive about it. We do have that fake transponder.
Well, we can be deceptive, get what we need, get back to the ship, and then you can bang it out, as you say. We use the cannon after we get the stuff we want.
Technically, if we're already in there, I can just, bash some heads,
There you go.
put in some garbage code or random stuff, and we can blow up the ship from there.
Whatever floats your boat. Any input from the other side of the table here?
I said deception.
Okay.
Okay,
Deception.
all right. I'm
He's
fine
made
with
it
deception. It seems
Deception will work.
All right.
all right.
Okay.
I can see why they don't call you Thunder, because that's the actual sound. You don't speak very much. That's a terrible joke out of character. He's lightning.
Yo, newbie's looking to get jacked in the jaw.
She hasn't been talking back to me yet.
I was just having
Also,
some,
Sean, I want it to be known our ship is bright yellow. Canary yellow.
I'm just having some polite
Right,
banter.
yeah.
How do you think I got my name?
Fair enough.
We go fast.
If we can't joke between us as
Fast
friends,
ship go burr.
how do we expect to be cohesive as a unit?
Did I hit you in the face? It was a joke.
No, you're getting it.
Why can't I find the engagement roll again?
Well, the first thing you do is you get down on one knee.
So what I'm saying
Stop.
is this is a good time to eat some chips.
No, oh, the book. I need the book.
Oh, here you go.
Okay, so
I forgot. What do we get bonus EXP for? What do we take?
Whenever we do something detrimental to ourselves, that's the right thing.
When your crew does the right thing at the cost to yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I'm
So,
surprised
probably
no one.
not this job.
I'm surprised no one tried to do anything with him, like negotiate for more cred at the beginning.
We're just starting out, man. We need to take what we can get.
Yeah.
and we owe them.
Also, none of us really... The guy with consort isn't here.
Okay.
With command.
Yeah,
I'm a-
so do I.
I'm
I
gonna
also
have
have command.
I'm gonna have Tom roll the engagement roll. So set these dice aside as we decide on them.
I can scrap them.
So you start out with one die for sheer luck,
Okay.
and then 1 dice per major advantage. Now, hang on a second. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Add 1 die. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors? Minus 1 die. You don't think either of those apply?
Not really either at the moment.
This is like 2 tiers above you. I'd call this daring.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll
Honestly.
take a die.
Won't
say no to that.
Is that it?
Does this plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? Take
kind of a weak
add 1d if the targets take a plus 1d. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? Now, here's the thing. For that one, they do have an escort.
Yeah.
They do have 2 Corvette-class ships that are armed, escorting them. I think.
But our plan is to.
I think your lame duck plan is a really good. I don't think they're just going to shoot you out of the sky.
Yeah, and the other part about that is that they already made mention that the escorts might not be willing to go along for that.
Are any of your friends or contacts? Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
They already have.
Not any of our friends or contacts. First off, the only contact that our ship has is an ancient cult mystic. And then on your sheet, an ally has provided information.
Here's the other side of that. Are any enemies or rivals interfering with the operation? And you guys have a -1 status with...
If they're dealing in mystic goods, then yes. But if they're not, then...
I would say
Seekers.
if the
other
Seekers have a
searching
minus
for
with one of us and that
artifacts,
counts,
then
us having a +1 with the Wreckers and then giving us information.
So that one's a
counts.
wash. So
Yeah,
like that
so
type
Yeah,
of...
it's a wash.
Are there any other elements that you want to consider? Higher tier target might give you a minus. I think because with them being a tier... Let's see. He just said the guild.
We're gonna die in our first mission.
Two tier factions. -1 die for that.
all right.
But is there? Yeah, no. I mean that seems like about it. 2 dice after all that.
All right.
All right, go ahead and roll those 2 dice, Tom.
Wow, that's ass.
2 and a 3.
That's good.
Bad
guys.
result, it says.
We get more experience.
Yep.
You guys are in a desperate
Hell
position.
yeah.
Where the
XP
action
for every roll we
starts.
make.
It's gotta get out alive.
So,
Nobody gets out for that, not for us.
We'll see.
I'm trying to figure out how we desperately do a lame duck scenario.
what kind of message do you want to program into your transponder as you get into position and cut your engines?
You want to go with the ran out of fuel approach?
Sure.
They're just a simple SOS and then hide in the ship, wait for them to come in and ambush them.
I could rig it so that the ship looks like it's, in worse condition than it is.
You could say you're carrying nothing but water and women. And you're out of fuel.
The connotations of what you just said make me feel not good.
You could say that we're carrying water.
Water is a precious resource.
Okay, so what do we want to do? SOS or make it... Well, yeah, so we make it look like the ship is, broken.
Yeah.
Because we have the ability to do so. Make it look real good.
Okay, so what are you rolling for that?
I'm rolling a rig.
Rig to rig up your ship to look a little junky floating?
Yeah.
I mean, the yellow paint job already does a good job on that, so... Alright,
Partial success.
Okay. So it's rigged up, but the effect, I'm gonna lower the effect of that.
Okay.
But you did roll in a desperate situation, so go ahead and give yourself a pip in that in the experience bar on
Insight.
On insight, whatever, on the
Insight.
above there, yeah. Words. Okay. Does someone want to kind of describe to me your feelings, like the sense in the cabin as the ship approaches closer?
I'd say
closer.
it's probably pretty tense. We're like,
Against 3 ships.
yeah.
They're hailing. Do you respond to the comms hails?
Maybe we should have just started with the cannon first. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Nope. We're going with
Let's
the
just not respond.
They're sending us.
Let's make them come to
They're
us.
hailing us because we have an SOS going out,
Yeah.
guys.
Yep,
not
you
a
have just an
character.
SOS on repeat.
Yep.
So if they're hailing us, they're trying to see what the problem is.
Alright, do we hail them back?
No, let's just make them come to us.
Okay. I get my golf
Okay.
club ready.
This kind of seems like a fortune roll.
Yeah, because we're not saying anything to them. Like, I don't know what you guys are expecting out of character.
To see what happens next.
Well, then
To
in
see if
character-
they-
Well,
say
under
something when we don't really-
the information that we were given, they're given an SOS that our ship is in bad condition. Perhaps we don't even have the power to respond.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Under normal circumstances, they would still need to pull us in and examine to see what happened. I'd make the argument of that.
Okay.
Lucky
No,
man.
that's perfectly fine. You can argue things in this game. It's great. So yeah, your ship shudders a bit as suddenly you feel it start to move upward against your feet, so that it feels like you're being pulled up into the hold of this much larger guild ship. You hear the doors close. Your ship rests. What do?
Are we just going to go in there just guns blazing?
That sound like the plan?
How many
Sounds
of them
good
are
to
going
me.
to be on the escort ship? It
Well,
could be
we-
like 4 against 10.
Might I suggest something?
Sure.
That maybe someone may have had, in a flashback,
I
access
forgot about flashback.
to maybe the floor plan for this particular ship. Since you have the ship name at the very least, but you didn't have a floor plan for it, or even what it might be carrying, just its route and its number. So that's like a cool thing you can do in a flashback, just to try to get that information with some kind of like consort
Sure, yeah, I'll flash back.
of
and
some
roll.
sort. If you have a contact, does anyone have a contact that might have been?
Weapons
something?
dealer might have some information.
Oh yeah, something like yeah,
I'll
black
flash
market.
back
So
and,
so describe this for me.
So, flashback to talking with Shot, my weapon dealer, and just being like, hey, look, we've got this ship that we're trying to take on. Do you think that there's anything that you can tell me about them? Like, could make the difference between life and death, man. And I'm gonna roll command.
Okay.
Try to get the information from him.
Okay. So I'm gonna since it would be a roll, I would say no stress.
And I failed that one.
You failed.
I failed.
You had one job.
All right.
Would I need to offer a bribe at this point? Would he have a price on
So here's what we're gonna do. I want you to also take 2 stress.
that? Sure.
Because he's going to give you information, but it's not the correct information. So you have the wrong floor plans,
Alright.
and you think you have the right ones.
Alright.
That's how I'm going to play this.
Sure.
That's how bad, that's how bad that went. So you didn't get what you wanted, and there's a consequence.
Alright.
And it's an unknown,
I mean,
it's an unknown consequence.
It's desperate. Like, it's what happens, man.
like you got it at the last minute,
Mhm.
like before you were supposed to head out and like cut the end, get into position, and he gives you the wrong floor plans. So what do you guys do? Do you wait And you guys don't know this, by the way.
Yeah.
He just says he has these floor plans for this
So,
ship. Do you wait for them to come to you, or do you guys head out before anyone can approach your ship?
No, man, we think we have the right floor plans. We're heading straight out. We're going straight for, what do you think? Engine room or helm would be the best?
Probably the engine.
Yeah, we're going to go straight to where that thing says the engine room is. Or we're going to wait around for them to check our ship, see us, and then question why we have electricity in our
I'm going to follow you guys. It just feels like this is the most half-assed plan I've seen in a long time.
It's almost like that's the point.
Yeah, I fucking know.
It's almost like this was also your plan.
Here's the thing. Because, due to flashbacks, this plan can be as refined or as haphazard as you want it to be. You can use a flashback right now to have some better information, even.
That's up to you. Did you flash back and try to attune with the way to gain knowledge on this ship?
Yeah, I guess I could do. Sorry, I just.
Did you try to see the future of, like, after that conversation, after the deal was made? Did you try to do,
That's as much on you as it is.
No,
us.
I guess it's. I'm more used to like something more structured, so that's just me as a person. All right, I guess we should.
You guys didn't decide your loadout really quick. Did you guys want it?
Always light.
Light?
I'm going medium on this one.
Medium.
I'm doing heavy.
And he's going heavy.
All right, we are gonna flash back, and but before we shut down to send out the SOS,
Okay.
we're gonna get out some of my various trinkets from my lifetime that are artifacts, and we are going to pray for success.
Okay. So, you're
In this
going to
mission.
use a tune.
A tune.
Okay, so you pull out a particular artifact.
Is it 1 plus whatever I have, or just whatever I have?
It's the number of,
Okay.
of pimps that you have is the number of dice.
Okay.
So what is that?
2.
2? Okay. Do you want to push or use a devil's bargain?
No, fuck it. I'm gonna use one of the ship's gambits.
All right. Down to 3. We're down to 2.
I'm gonna
We
use one
only
of
get so many of those, dude.
Listen, I'm gonna use a gambit before I use
Oh
strats.
my
We're gonna
God.
drain that pool before I
Okay.
strats.
Well, don't those ship's gambits reset at the beginning of every heist?
They
Yes.
do.
Because you're
They do, but
interacting
we
with an
might need them
artifact,
to
I'm
get
going to
away.
give you 1 stress. Because they are unpredictable.
Oh, right? Oh, sure. Just odd because I can spend a gambit instead of paying any stress costs.
Oh. Well, why did you spend the game?
So I could get the 3rd die.
Yeah, so that's not going to affect your...
Alright, I'll spend a gambit so I don't take the stress.
You took that
Okay,
ability?
sure.
No, that's just the one you get.
You're just using up the ships. You're just using up all the gambits.
I'm not going in all stressed out right now.
Bax, you realize you can heal stress at the end of jobs.
That's the whole point of the game, is to use
Well,
your
we got a
stress.
success,
Yeah.
baby, and that's what matters. So I pray for a successful mission.
Oh my god.
You're not allowed to use any more gambits
That's
yet.
fair. That is completely fair.
You should really
You're banned
discuss
from
with
gambits.
everyone.
Yeah, when you're going to use a gambit, because that's a team resource.
And when you burn all the team resource instead of
Instead of your own.
a very limited team resource instead of a
Less limited.
less limited resource of your own that is much easier to recharge.
Well, no, I guess it was out of character. I didn't go, I was going to take a
Well.
stress unless I actually did poorly. Then I would have understood, because I thought it was when you did poorly you took
No,
stress.
sometimes you just
No.
take
Oh,
stress.
but I guess I also thought being a mystic, I'm used to
That-
using her.
That's why Chris got a stress for
don't-
getting his flashback. You just take stress sometimes. You can heal it at the end of jobs.
Well,
it's very easy to
I
heal.
thought it was because he fucked up his flashback. He
No.
took stress.
You can
So
just
what were
take
you
it from
trying to
anything.
gather from your attunement?
I was praying that our mission would be a success.
No real information.
And that someone would guide me to the correct direction of where we need to go.
Okay. So as he starts to lead you towards a door that doesn't exist, because his floor
That's
plan,
right.
he's like right here, and you guys go to turn around, and there's no door there. You know immediately that it's like a few paces behind you, and that's where you guys need to go, and you're guiding through. And
Fucker gave me a bad map.
Think your floor plan's a bad man.
so
Yep.
Well,
I'm kind of picturing kind of like the video game Dead Space, when you tap the thing and it does the little arrow thing on the floor of where you need to go. That's what you have right now, but it's more of like in the middle of the air, but kind of wispy. and it's just kind of showing you where you need to go. You're being guided by the forces of the universe, right where you need to be.
I just grab your shoulder and just semi-trance pull you with me and don't even speak as you try to go into a wall.
Well,
So you
duh,
guys-
it's a fucking wall,
Yeah.
man. And, like, I see that on the plan and everything. I'm like, well, that's fucking...
You guys rush down this series of corridors, and the next door you go through is a massive cargo hold. Shipping containers,
Wait.
small crates, big crates.
I thought we were going to the engine room.
We are.
Oh, okay.
It's
Sorry.
a bigger ship
Sorry.
than
I
ours.
apologize. I was like,
It's a massive ship. You were in the ship hold. Now you're in the cargo hold. And I mean, this is where they told you you can take whatever you want. This is like, they say they don't know what they're carrying. This is where you'd find out what they might be carrying.
Yep. Getting right into at least one of those crates. I'll roll a scrap or... Yeah, I'll roll a scrap to break into one of those crates.
Okay.
I'm going to look to scrap another crate. I got to find those artifacts.
That's again, this isn't the ship with the artifacts.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, the escort ships are the ones with the artifacts.
No, they're escorting this ship.
Yeah.
Oh.
If the Seekers are... escorting
Everything
this
is on this
ship,
ship.
an artifact. Partial success.
Also a partial success.
Okay. So you guys break these open, but you're really loud about it. I'm actually...
Yeah, I'm using a golf club and Chris is using his... Oh, not Chris. Arachnid is using his bare hands. God.
I am going to start a clock,
You might say I'm using a wedge.
and you're each going to have ticked 1 on that 4 clock
Okay, so we're at half.
toward the ship's alarms going off for intruders.
Yep.
No, I guess that would be 1 load for me because I did pack a fucking
Now,
golf club.
inside of these crates, Chris, the one you find is mostly food provisions. Food, water,
Well,
dehydrated packets, stuff like that.
that'll be good for selling, I guess.
Yeah, you
Maybe
figure
even,
each
offering-
one of those crates is probably worth about 1 cred each. Of the ones that are marked prov for provisions, which is what you see on the side of the crate that you opened. What's your character's name again?
Albatross.
Albatross.
Yeah.
We'll go with Albatross. Yeah.
Albatross.
Okay, so Arachnid opens provisions. Albatross, yours is full of bags of water. And in opening these crates and making all that noise, from the shipping containers that are on either side of you, you hear a loud thud. So, thud.
All right.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, I mean, that depends.
But if anyone's thirsty, I've got a lot of water here.
And they could easily be open. It's just one of those like things that you lift up, turn, and then pull to open the big doors. They're both locked into place right now.
Okay. So, study or we look around? What should we do here? Because we heard that.
Lightning Star,
What do you
have
wanna
any input
do?
on this?
Yeah, I kind of want to check around for that. Okay. I'll roll a study.
You know what? I'll
2 5s. All right, because I have no points in that. I needed a.
So
I
what are
need
you?
to know
How are
on
you
that.
studying this?
I'm just trying to look around and get like what made that noise. Because we heard the thuds. So
So nothing that you can see from the outside. Do you open it, or are you just like listening around, moving around the outside, seeing if anything?
well, yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to open it and like just be ready with like 2 of my hands at whatever comes out, or like just be ready to defend myself. Yeah. Do I have to roll scrap for that
No.
to open?
No.
Or-
See if anyone else wants to do anything.
No.
Alright.
You would just open it. Does
Anyone
anyone else
else?
want to do anything before he goes and opens it?
Because I'm making it clear I'm about to open this.
I will back him up.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
All right, so we got 3 people strong up and in there.
And
Okay.
open it.
Okay. You open it up. And it's a very large, mostly empty container with a small wooden box. Just a small, like 2 foot by 2 foot by like a foot and a half.
I got someone to roll a study on the box.
It honestly feels like they overcompensated for the contents of this. Maybe something
this box is.
something amazing.
Actually, I'm going to roll a study on the whole thing altogether, because I'm going to see if there's like a, either like a
Security
invoice
system.
or something on it.
Hey, you found the Amazon shipping receipt.
Ah, shit.
to the hegemon.
God damn it, Space Bezos.
From Amazon
I got a
warehouse.
6 on examining like the container and the box.
You find no real trace of anything, and the box itself seems to be very old. The wood is very old. You couldn't identify where the wood, what type of wood it would have come from.
I don't know why you're so excited about it. It's just a box.
And as you're like looking at it and you're kind of getting all this information, it's just like a plain box nailed together.
Roll a tune.
That's what I was wanting to do.
But what happens?
As he's looking at it, another knock from this shipping container across from it. Like they're in rows and they're across from each other. Another knock from the one over there.
Someone go check that one, but I'm
Is anyone holding this one?
the box.
They didn't pick it up. You
I'm-
just looked it over.
I'm gonna
Just looked
step
it
up,
over.
not touch it, but I'm gonna like try and see like is this connected to the way? Just give it the once over with the mysticism.
You want to go look for the engine room for the sabotage.
3 is just a fail, right?
Yep.
If 3 is your highest, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I just look at it really intensely.
No, that's not what happens.
Yeah,
because
unfortunately, this is every.
No, I know. Well, I'm just
separate.
saying what I can do. It's like I'm just like.
what you were trying to attune to actually recoiled you, and you're going to take level 1 harm psychic strain.
Okay.
Just
It's at the bottom.
in the the level 1
Yeah,
harm
one of those
slot.
level 1 harm.
You can roll to resist it.
Oh, how do I do that?
You roll resolve your resolve.
Okay. 6.
All right.
I fight back with the power of the way.
Yep.
So I just rub my temples like. There definitely has to be something related
So
to that
you
one.
reduce it and you take no stress because you would have taken 6 minus your resolve
Yep.
Okay.
and stress to reduce it.
I'm really curious. Should I just open that shit?
I mean, do what you want to.
How you
It's
know?
a normal box, right? Just
After you failed your attune, the box itself is sliding very quickly toward the other shipping crate.
I'm gonna scrap jump for it. Double 6s, baby, as
Oh,
I
dude,
fucking
crit.
dive.
So you grab onto it and it's straining, but you get it, and you just hear this from the other one now. You've stopped this one moving altogether. Now the other shipping crate just bang, 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 like it's something's like moving all around it.
Should we open this one first and then go see that?
I'm just gonna open the other shipping box and see what happens.
I'm
at
about
this
to like
point.
take a box to the face and I'm holding this one.
Hey, Albatross, and I just open
Yeah.
it on that note.
And from out of this shipping crate comes this hulking creature on all fours. It has this large head, and it has this chain around its neck, and it has this like a hook end on the end of the chain, like where something would clasp onto it. Its mouth is about the size of, I don't know, a third of your body. for reference, and it comes running out, and it's in its process, it pushes the door back, knocking you back unless you want to resist taking level 2 harm.
Yeah, I'll try to resist that.
Bring it down to level 1 harm. It would go from
Prowess.
It's resolve. It's always resolve.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because yeah. All right, still 2.
Unless you want to argue for prowess.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, I was assuming because it's physically pushing the door back, and him, he'd be physically pushing the door back.
I thought it was whatever you had your highest skill in.
No, it just
it's usually resolve. A resolve roll.
I thought it was
reduce.
usually what pertained to the thing, because I'm not going to will away a fucking broken arm.
Yeah. I was thinking he'd scrap back the door.
Well, you resolve to resist, like, the damage that you're taking.
That makes no sense.
That's what the mechanic is there for.
I got resolve for psychic stuff. That did make sense. But I guess it would be like, well, I scrap back the door. He's got 2 dice no matter what.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Partial success. 4, so I'll take 2 stress.
Yep. Take
Reduce
2
it to
stress.
level 1.
Reduce it to level 1. Bruised arms. All 4 of them.
You got really good.
Because imagine hanging on to this thing, turning it, starting to open it, all of a sudden the door is taking you with it and slamming into the cargo container next to you. I mean, he missed fracturing one of his arms, just bruising all of them. So, and I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 more pip on the alarm.
I'm going to just open this box. Because there's a big scary thing coming. This thing's attached to it. I'm going to think of my infinite wisdom. Maybe that this is like its way collar. And I will have the power to control it if I open up what's inside. So I do that.
On the reference sheet, it doesn't say anything about what attribute you use for a resistance roll. So I could see the book.
Yeah.
Oh, just one of the attributes.
Yeah.
So prowess is what you could have rolled from physical strength.
Would have been the same either way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yes, no, because otherwise, then the only one who really gets ever used is resolve, and there's no point in labeling a prowess or insight roll, unless weird extenuating circumstance.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone a reaction to this hulking
open the box.
beast with spike? Okay.
I'm going to try and study it to figure out what the hell it is.
That's fine.
I'm going to shoot it.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Andy, you've never seen anything like this. So you don't even have to make a study roll. That's not a situation. You've never seen anything like this. You're trying to open the box, though?
Yeah.
Okay. You open it. And
What fabulous prize did I win?
the contents of the box seem to be pulling very hard out of the box in the direction of the beast, as you see what looks like a gem with some kind of metal with engravings around it and a clasp at the top, starting to move very quickly from the box toward that beast.
Close the box.
Close, but try to like attune to figure out how that would work. What's the connection? What are we doing?
Well, what do you want to do? Because if you just go to close the box, it's going to be out of the box.
Okay, can I just grab it then, and then attune with it in my hands?
Yeah. I mean, try to attune to it to grab it. I guess I'll say if you fail your attunement, you don't grab it.
6
Success.
Okay, so you grab it, and your first thought after attuning to it, you see this thing. It's if it were to have clasped onto it, you get this vision of it growing in size and sprouting another set of heads on either side.
So what I'm hearing is we need to put this thing down now.
Or we could wait for the...
We're trying to destroy the ship. Let's just let it
Yeah,
happen.
that's what I'm thinking out of character. Like, I don't know. This is it's a cool artifact, though, but I want to keep it now.
Well, if they have to kill this thing, we might get the artifact.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this thing is about to try to kill someone. Does anyone want to take a reaction to it before it starts attacking you guys?
Well, if I can't figure anything about it, I'm gonna fucking shoot it. That's just what we're
Okay.
gonna do.
Sure. Yep, same.
Because that's what it was going to do. It was approaching you.
Yes.
It was coming at you guys fast, is what I was trying to get across before.
Them, but, like,
Yeah, because you were behind the door.
which I said
And
I
they're
was going to
stand-
shoot it, but like nothing came of that.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to give them a chance
Yeah,
since you
fair.
had opened both
Like
the doors.
Like I was gonna wait for Bass and Andy to finish their thing, but yeah.
Shoot away. God damn,
I was like, now's not a time for studying.
well, no, if it could get us any weaknesses
You
or
can
something
study
like
its
that.
dead corpse later. What was your highest roll, Andy?
5.
5. So your shot goes off, and it shoots one of the arms, and it kind of slogs away, and it's limping off to the side. Its eyes are off of you guys for a moment.
I think I'll try to use... Because I said I was going to shoot it. I might as well be good on that one. I'll use Vera with Mystic Ammunition.
Okay, Andy, what did you use?
I used a heavy blaster.
You checked that? You're checking that now?
Yep.
Because
you-
it was doing a heavy load, so...
Call the things out that you're going to use.
I literally said heavy blaster.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I missed that. I'll hear that in recording and then just cut out where we just did that again.
No, I just miss, I guess, and probably fucking kick that last clock.
Yeah, so
mean, not much I
you
can
miss
do.
the creature and hit a door control into the another area, and it sets off the alarm. So now the lights have gone down.
That was my phone vibrating, sorry.
Now the lights have gone down. I was like, what was that? The lights have gone down, and you got that cool, like, low red flash coming in and out. What do you do?
Alright, well, I think we need to hurry up and destroy the ship, guys.
I say we let the monster do it, right?
Well, I mean, the monster can help, but we still need to, like, have a plan. Well, do stuff. I assume we should probably carry some of this stuff onto our ship.
At least a dozen more crates.
Well, let's put up then. I'll go towards the engine.
Alright. Guess I'll work some stuff back.
I don't know what else is on this ship.
Yeah.
You can split up and go in pairs.
Yeah.
So do you want to help Chris or do you want to help me?
You're going to the engine room. He's helping. Okay, if you're going to go with him, I'll go with him.
Okay.
Okay, I'll head to the engine room with you just so we have a buddy system going on.
Okay.
I'm keeping the artifact with me for right now. Because it's an artifact. I want to hoard those things.
Just let it free, Bass.
No, I put that in my bag.
So right now, it's that this creature's just kind of limping around. It's not. It's more nursing the wound it had.
I'll follow you.
I guess fuck you later, Bass. This
So,
creature's totally
what are you
coming
and
after
Andy
me
doing?
later.
What are you and
I'm gonna get some of these crates to our ship.
All right.
Andy's covering me.
Yeah.
So, cut the Albatross and Lightning. Arriving in the back engine room, and there is an engineer in the room working at a set of computers.
Team Thunderbird.
I'm going to shoot him with my blaster.
All right.
And then if that doesn't put him down, I'm going to roll up with the golf club.
So the door opens, he kind of turns around like, what? As you pull out and shoot your blaster.
It's 5.
Okay.
Partial success. Nice shot.
Partial success. So you shoot him. He falls backward. Lands on a control panel. And the overheat sequence has already begun. With a very short countdown clock. I'll go ahead and start ticking that for time. So you did what you came here to do, kind of. Ship's gonna overheat and explode.
Well, now we just gotta get out of here.
I like how you did it with one action, too. I just kind of like partial success. I can make that a partial success in multiple ways.
Should we just check the engine room once over to see if they have anything good here, or should we just get
It's
the hell
an
out of
engine
here?
room.
I don't know if they keep anything of value in an engine room.
Maybe snag some stuff on your way back.
Yeah, we're gonna
Just a
snag
random
stuff
crate.
on our way back.
Alright, well, sorry, engineer, you just were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Toodaloo. I head out. Back to the cargo room.
Okay. So you guys are running back. And as you guys are coming back for like a second or third load of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
now they are returning, and the skeleton crew that's essentially on this ship is starting to come out with their guns to investigate the source of where the alarm started. And they begin shooting from the upside. They're on like this... imagine the level that you're on, and there's like a catwalk above it with another set of doors, and they come out and they begin firing. What do you guys do? What do you do to get out of the way of the shots incoming? This is going to be a daring escape at this point. Because you guys are... Because, like, you two are running because you're getting low on time, and you guys know it. You guys were just coming back to pick up more stuff. They're running. You see Albatross and Lightning running at you two really fast. And now suddenly, bolts and projectile weapons are going off all around you, coming from above.
Well, the ship's gonna get real hot real soon, so I suggest we just get out of here and just drop whatever you've got and let's just go.
Can I attempt to use the crate as cover?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to attempt to use a crate as cover while getting back to the ship.
I'm gonna
Being like, no, I'm not going to drop it. It's providing valuable tactical...
I'm just gonna try and duck and weave erratically to give cover as I make my escape.
Okay. So...
What do you want me to roll through that?
that kind of sounds like rig. Or
Okay.
or something like that.
Rig or scramble, I can understand, yeah.
Yeah. Bass, you are definitely scramble. Andy,
I'm doing the same thing he is. So
you're picking up a crate.
I'm gonna roll a rig.
I'm gonna take 2 stress to push, so I can roll 2 die.
Okay.
I'm pushing the scramble.
You know what? I think I'll take 2 stress and just
Another 6.
buff my strength there and just book it back
Okay. So take 2.
as hard as I can.
Because we're all desperate.
Not sure if that's going to offer any more.
This is your using your Xeno ability
Yes.
to just buff your strength.
Yep.
All right. So you got a 6. You scramble good. What did you roll, Andy?
I rolled a 6 on my rig.
Okay.
He's
So you got a good
also
box, and you're just kind of running with it straight on, just using it as a shield.
Yep.
Did you roll to rig?
I'm rolling it now.
Okay.
Got the
6.
6.
You succeeded.
All right, Lightning.
Tom, how are you doing? How is Lightning getting out of this? Are you going to scramble your way out of there? Gonna rig up a shield?
No, probably right.
You're going to shoot your way out? You could skirmish and like lay down cover and fire and just kind of back your way out while
Is
shooting.
lightning a connoisseur of grenades?
Actually, Sean, I'll throw a detonator.
All right.
He's got a thermal detonator!
So, I'm not sure if it's just the detonator launcher, but I believe all detonators are very illegal. So, you're throwing one, I need to mark a heat. We immediately take heat on those uses.
Oh, well.
Okay.
You're going to take heat in the RIN system, actually. You're going to take it in the RIN system.
Okay.
You take heat on these.
Well, they have to prove it's us, right?
I don't even think you guys have heat on your thing.
You are correct.
Heat, you've
No
taken
longer have
one heat in the RIN system for using a highly illegal explosive device.
call.
Roll
I'm
me
actually okay with
a. Go ahead and roll that. What are you gonna roll for that? Skirmish? Or
I could understand rig with that, like trying to rig it to something so it detonates as
Yeah, right.
like rig it to something a little bigger that they'll actually shoot.
or like underneath them to take out the scaffolding or something like that. I would be assuming
A
You know-
4.
You didn't want to push yourself for some shot? No? Okay.
No?
less about
Okay.
taking them out and more taking out like the surrounding area.
So I'm going to say you do it, but I'm going to say you're going to get caught up in the explosion and take level 2 harm, 2nd degree burn.
Resist.
So, roll to try and resist.
What are you rolling?
Well, you've got 2 in prowess or resolve, so...
I'd argue prowess.
It'll-
'cause
yeah,
You're going to try to get out
Physical.
of the explosion.
The physical, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Nope.
That's what I would have pushed that.
Nah.
Ooh.
Oh, Tom
Ooh.
over here, you get to get stressed.
No,
over
he's still
You
res-
take 5 stress.
Yep. He still resists, so
Oh.
he just takes
Yeah.
5 stress.
Oh, well.
But he hasn't taken stress this entire time. So
He
that's
takes 5
manageable.
stress and only takes level 1 harm, singed. So he's got some like small bits of burnt skin instead of like his whole backside being like
Nah, his eyebrows
leather.
are gone. His eyebrows.
Yeah, like his eyebrows are gone. He's missing a little bit of the hair off the side. Smoke coming off him. That was great, guys.
All according to Keikaku.
So,
all according to Cake.
so I take it that we're all getting into our seats to take the fuck off at this point.
You're all getting into your seats to take the fuck off.
I'm gonna sit on the boarding ramp and cover us while he boots up the ship. Because that takes some time.
Guess you're right. I'll try to take a couple of shots with the sniper rifle and a couple of blasters.
So, someone toss me a gun so I can feel important.
No.
I'm trying
Just
to help.
You didn't
Just
bring a
sorry.
gun.
channel into
These
the
are my
golf
guns.
Did you only bring a knife to a gunfight?
Yeah, I'm going to try to take
I'm
2
not
blaster
trained
shots and a
in
sniper rifle shot at
firearms,
some
lightning.
of those guys.
Like holding them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing the same.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
got a success.
Hey.
Success.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move your guys' position up to risky now. Because you're holding them off good. You're in your ship. And one problem. The hold is not responding to your request for exit.
Somebody want to get on that particle cannon or something and blow away open?
Oh, I was about to try to attune the hold open.
That's
You
an
can
option.
do that.
That's an option.
You can do that.
We'll push this one too. Let's go. Alright, we are just gonna channel through the artifact I still have in my hand. Like, alright, just open the hold up. I don't want to go.
I would kind of argue that them holding the door closed on us kind of offsets the fact we're holding their guys back right now.
Partial.
Partial success.
Partial
So
success
the
on
door opens,
weighing the hold open.
and, but you're going to take mental strain. Level
Okay.
1 harm mental strain.
Oh, I'll attempt to resist that.
All right.
6 resist.
All right.
Baller, man.
My mind is
Alright.
a temple, thank you.
When did you take stress?
I pushed myself twice.
All right.
So get this.
And that was
Doors open. You guys fly out. And the camera is on your ship coming at the camera. And it's like that Death Star-like explosion as you pass over the camera from behind you. And it's just the ship explodes. There's pieces flying everywhere. And just a giant blue monster head comes like barrel rolling at the camera also. Just
I'm gonna
blood
press the
everywhere.
little silver button and like toss it out the airlock at this point, being like, we got the fucking shit broken. And then immediately hop onto a cannon, seek to take some shots at the secret escort ships.
Yeah, I was
those
gonna say we
escort
should
ships
take
are
out
still
the
there.
escort ships.
For now.
Wow.
The explosion itself is actually doing that for you
Oh,
guys.
thank God.
Just so they were flying that close to this thing.
Well, I mean, they may have gotten some comms information after the alarm went off, and then they were gunshots.
I paid for the whole cannon. I'm gonna use the whole cannon.
So
we fire the
No.
keep wanting to say
Not the coherence cannon. We're
We
not
just
firing that.
we just fired in victory.
Celebratory
no.
coherence.
will you make a fortune roll of, I think, 3 dice, Tom, for me? Tom?
1, 3, 6.
6.
Oh, I assume that's good.
Big fucking fortune roll.
So the value of what was in the crates that you got on the ship is about 15 cred altogether.
That does not
That's
include my
nice.
artifact, because I'm not giving that.
That does not include
Okay,
that
good.
that artifact.
Thank you. I'm not giving that.
Amongst the things, you also find what appears to be another artifact, and it's a cylinder. So you find this cylinder that seems to have like these strange glyphs on it, and it comes to on either end. It kind of comes to a slight taper and point to where just like a rectangular ovular opening, like a rectangle with the just slight rounded edges on either side. It looks, if you peer inside, it seems to have crystals within it, like locked into various places.
Want me to tune that?
You can do that.
Let me see the cylinder, please. This is of my expertise.
Looks like drunk to me.
You should watch your mouth.
I don't know about any of your magic mumbo jumbo.
Oh, now you care about watching your mouth. Not when it gets you paid.
Listen, I have some stuff to learn, and I did apologize for my recent misgivings.
The Force is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Well,
Yeah,
I failed
absolutely.
attitude, so...
Double tubes.
Your best friend worked with the guy.
The cylinder kills me.
In your attempt to attune to it, you activate the item, but at a very inopportune angle to your body. And you're going to take a cauterized stab wound at level 3 harm.
Resist it.
Oh, well, yeah, I plan to.
4. So you're going to take 2 stress and drop it to level 2. Probably something...
Deep slice.
Deep slice, burned arm, something like that.
Severe burns. Severe burns. Deep slice, severely burned.
So is that
However
too-
you want to write that.
Can I see
However
the-
you want to write
I just wrote sliced arm. Is that
sliced
good?
arm.
Yeah.
Can I see the book? Like, how do you do like half of anything?
What do you mean? What do you mean how you do half of anything?
Like, what does I have stuff to do certain things, and I just
Don't know what they do.
because
So
like the
did I-
reference sheet gives like a quarter of what anything does.
So, let me tell you,
What's the reference?
this artifact, a blade made of light, like almost like a saber, like thin.
Hell yeah.
And
Made
it's
of
not.
light?
It's very thin, and it comes out in curves like a saber, also like a scimitar would on either side,
Ooh.
opposite directions, and it comes out about 18 inches on either side,
That seems dangerous.
So it's
You
more
should
like a
probably get rid of
double-
that.
You're gonna cut your head off.
like a double electric scimitar powered by the wave from this artifact from who knows when.
You're gonna lose your eye, kid.
I mean, they almost lost their arm. That was almost hilarious.
Listen, sometimes the way doesn't go the way you want for...
The way sounds fake, right?
I don't know. Those light scimitars seem very real to me.
I mean, here,
That's some batteries, right?
do you wish to hold your arm out and then I'll just test this on you and we can see how fake the way really is?
Well, that's just some science stuff.
How much? So I assume we also grab like a provisions crate or something on the way out. Like ultimately,
I mean, you got one for yourself for
Yeah.
your crew complement, but you got, like I said, you got about 12 cred worth of stuff that you could sell.
Yeah.
Plus the artifact he took
Yep.
and the artifact that I just named.
The one that we should sell.
The one that you just found also has no stamps on it. All artifacts usually get stamped by either a guild of engineers or a cult.
Oh well, that's a free fucking artifact.
Did we get the med bay?
No, I don't believe so.
No, I thought we...
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Okay,
We
med
did.
bay and
Yeah.
workshop.
We were smart. Well, I'll keep on a hold of the trinket one. I have my own means of using weapons. As cool as this would be, I feel like you wouldn't like me to keep both of the artifacts, so I will give you
I don't think we can really do anything.
And I think
Yeah.
we're going to end it there, and we're going to pick up the beginning of next week with your downtime activities from this session and your experience.
All right.
And really dive into how characters grow at the beginning of next session.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for listening. Have a great week.
Thank you, everyone.
This podcast has been a DibToons Animation Studio production. Produced and edited by Sean Dibble. Like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/DibToons.